Hey, welcome back. This is Cavallo from datingadviceguru.com. Today we're going to talk about 4 online dating tricks to find your soulmate. I know. Online dating? Seriously? I know what you're thinking, right? You're skeptical about this topic. Why wouldn't you? But hear me out. Online dating doesn't have the best reputation right now among many single women, mostly because you don't know the tricks for getting the right responses. Yeah, there's a lot of game playing, but I'm going to share a bunch of lessons that I learned when I was screwing this up royally that'll help you succeed. First, let's start by shining a light on the elephant in the room. Here's a quick look at a few of the known problems of online dating. Online dating problem number 1 is liars, liars, liars. Many women complain that guys will fib about their age, their height, their marital status. This is something you will run into on occasion, but I'll explain really quickly why men do this. Men know that they're putting compatibility ahead of chemistry when they're dating online. In other words, when you meet somebody in person, well, you get a chance to have a real in-person experience of them, and that creates the attraction. But if it's on paper or if it's on a computer screen, it doesn't work so well. So yeah, on occasion, guys, just like girls, will stretch the truth a little bit. Online dating problem number 2 is this feels weird. I mean, one of the top reasons that I hear about women not wanting to use online dating is that it feels forced and unnatural. And to a certain degree, that's true. But here's the other part of it, and that is that we don't have the same kind of time that we had to go out and meet people naturally. So we have to kind of put aside the artificial feel of it and find the romance in the system. Online dating problem number 3 is too much noise. And it's a unique problem for women, one that most men don't experience. That's the problem of getting a bunch of douchey come-ons from guys who are pretty clueless. But what I'm going to show you here today, you should be able to cut through the noise pretty gracefully. Let's go into online dating trick number 1, what's the password? This is a little secret I learned when I was hiring people overseas to do virtual assistant work, and that is somewhere in your profile, put a little sentence that says, if you like what you see here and you want to connect, just send me a message or an email and include great guy, in quotes, in your subject or the title of your message. And what this does is it helps you sift out the wheat from the chaff. You're going to immediately see that if the person put that in their subject line, they must have read your profile. If they didn't, they're just kind of spamming everybody, and you know how to delete them. Online dating trick number 2 is try the new tools. Who of us, men or women, haven't found the thought of being swiped on Tinder as about as attractive as being a slab of meat in the grocery store? But there are always new tools out there on the horizon waiting to be used. The most recent one is something called Bumble.com. This is a mobile dating experience that promises to make meeting men a much less cumbersome task. In other words, what they've done is they've addressed all the concerns that women have specifically about online dating and made a system as just for them. So give it a try. Online dating trick number 3 is get the right shot. Your number 1 focus, your absolute number 1 focus, period, should be a great profile picture. Okay? No, those candidates from the beach or the hiking trip that you went on are not going to cut it. No matter how much you like them, you've got to get a pro to do your profile shot. And a real pro is going to make it look like it wasn't a pro taking the picture, which is the best part of it. And like I say, in the game of getting your man, get rid of the gloves and go bare knuckle brawling. It's time to play to win, is what I say. So get yourself a knockout profile picture that does the best justice to you. Online dating trick number 4 is forget the fails. Let's talk straight here for a second. If you're harboring some resentment, or if you have ill feelings about how you were wronged in the past, online or even offline, including those internet trolls that haunt you on YouTube, if you're still stuck in that stuff, you gotta let it go. The one thing that will clog your aura, your exquisite feminine vibe, is reliving the negative past. Countless studies have shown that the center of the brain that helps us discover errors and weigh our options, it's called the anterior cingulate cortex, say that 10 times fast, that part of the brain is larger in women than in men. Simply stated, compared with men, women are more likely to recall and ponder what has gone wrong for them in the past. So you got to do your best to let go of those thoughts and focus on your best possible future. And you get a little bonus online dating trick here, and that is don't be too safe. Yes, your number 1 concern is always your safety and well-being. Now, that being said, unless he gives you his social security number to run a check on him, you're not going to get much more than a feel for him from email or even a phone conversation. So get on the phone with him fast, find out how that sounds, and then get in person with him as fast as you can. Because all things being equal, guys are just as impatient as you probably are to see if there's anything romantic here worth exploring. Is this going to go anywhere? My safe rules always stand. Get his home number, always, to make sure that you know how you can reach him, and of course check up on whether or not he might be married. And safe rule number 2 is set a first meeting at a public Starbucks or another coffee shop so that you feel safe being out in public. Safe rule number 3 is meet out first, but stay private. In other words, don't disclose any personal details on the first couple meetings. If he's digging you, he doesn't need those yet. The mystery you give will only add up to more desire. The bottom line here is use common sense, but not fear. The bottom line here is that fear should trigger your common sense and awareness, but fear should not be running the show or your life. As the old saying goes, winners never quit and quitters never win. And if you're getting a little discouraged in your quest to find your soulmate, well, I've got a short video to help you out with that. And you see, the thing is that guys is that they're actually waiting to see a special sign from a woman or a girl to tell him that she's the one. It's not something that many women know about. In fact, very few really do know this. And it will give you a huge advantage in the dating pool. So go on over and watch this video where I talk about this soulmate signal, and you can see it at datingadviceguru.com/soulmates. That's datingadviceguru.com/soulmates. And I'll be talking to you again soon. This is Cavallo from datingadviceguru.com. As always, live and love with what? Passion.